Conscious alignment. When I was a child, I was very affected by the suffering of animals I'd see on television and in films. I remember going to the cinema once with my brother and some friends. Suddenly, the film took a dramatic turn, and there I was, watching animals in pain. It was such a shock for me. I had gone there to enjoy myself, and suddenly I was on a roller coaster of grief that was extremely intense. What was even more shocking was that when I looked around at my brother and friends, they seemed completely unaffected. Thankfully, these intense invitations can also be invitations into waking up. We can't fathom that we are here to experience such pain and suffering, and so we are forced to take a closer look at things. The way the grief around the suffering of animals finally resolved for me was with my pet dog, with whom I shared a deep connection. It was nearing the end of its life, and as I sat with it, I intuitively received a message. "You're making a mistake here. I'm not the dog." The dog was showing me that it was infinite being. That's when I was really able to see that nothing is what it seems to be in this three-dimensional reality. Even though I no longer experienced grief around the suffering of animals, I was still keenly aware of how consuming that sort of violence affected my energy. As a child who had deep spiritual experiences, I noticed that when I engaged in activities that didn't sit right with me, didn't align with my true nature, the spiritual experiences decreased and life became more turbulent. Whereas when I did what felt right, followed my intuition, I was guided to more enriching and magical experiences. If you have the intention, you can detect the energetic implications of everything, from the food you eat to the media you consume. The more you function from effortless being, the more you'll naturally be guided to activities that conserve your energy and align with your true nature. But if you're not yet stable in functioning from effortless being, and you frequently find yourself back on roller coasters of suffering, it can be helpful to consciously make adjustments to how you manage your energy. Even if it seems like the mind is predominant, we still know what is in alignment with our true nature and what is not. You don't need to wait for a forceful nudge from intuition to start consciously making choices that are respectful to your true nature. This is why I tell people to prioritize things like self-respect, stability, appreciation, and a sense of ease. When you have the divine determination to conserve your energy and rest as effortless awareness, you'll be more aware of and able to decline the invitations that arise. This is when integration can really accelerate.